Welcome to Why You Are Bad at Lorcana. If you struggle to win at set champs or even your local league nights, there's really one reason. You, like me, suck at Lorcana. This video is for losers like us to suck less at this game. And my first step, well, that's practice. Practice makes perfect. And the first and most important skill to master in this game, if you want to have any hope of being good at Lorcana, is the die roll. The die roll affects more than just who is on the play. It holds the very essence of winner energy. You lose your matchups because of ignorance. You just toss these fate cubes like it's a game of chance. No, this is skill. One you must master with months of practice. Once you've already won the game with the dice roll, next it's important to decide what deck you will decimate your opponents with. Deck knowledge has dozens of lessons to learn, but before you can even conceive taking those on, you must first pick what deck you will play. Now, before you go cooking up your own deck list, which is gonna suck anyway, I mean, who would think that a villain deck is gonna get you anywhere? You should take a look at a meta deck list. Go online and pick a meta deck. Learn each card. Learn the role they play, what they do, when you should play them, what lines there are in the meta deck list. Knowing your deck is key for the next important lesson for you to learn in Lorcana, and that is the mulligan. Outside of the dice roll, the mulligan is your next best shot of steering the game in the direction you want it to go. Here are some quick diagnostic questions to see if you are bad at the mulligan in Lorcana. Do you know your ideal starting hand? Do you know which cards are fine to ink and which need to be mulliganed away? Are you keeping enough inkable cards in order to actually play cards? If you don't have clear answers to these questions, then you have a clear answer as to why you suck at Lorcana. You need to practice your mulligans, and you can practice via regular games, or you can even practice on your own, pulling up different deck lists and seeing how you would mulligan against that opponent. And this way, you can be better than that 12-year-old girl who demolished you last week at locals.
How rude!
Lastly, learn what other decks do. If you don't have a clue what your opponent is going to try and do next, how can you counter them? Not thinking about the cards your opponent could possibly play next turn is a major reason you're losing so much. Take a listen to this and see if it sounds like you at all.
If you play out your whole hand the turn before your opponent reaches 7 ink and he's playing red, then you might be bad at Lorcana. If you've ever challenged an opposing Daisy Duck and left damage on her, thinking next turn you're going to take her out, to unfortunately be surprised by an opposing Rapunzel healing that damage and drawing your opponent cards, you might be bad at Lorcana. If you know your opponent's playing green, and on turn 2, you don't ink your song in your hand, and your opponent plays Ursula and rips it away, you might just be bad at Lorcana.
All of these kinds of mistakes are avoidable if you just take the time to learn what cards do in other popular decks. Know what they cost so you know when they can be played. Know what they do so you can avoid giving your opponent the best possible play of that card. And know how you can counter those cards so that it is no longer you who is bad at this game, but your opponent. Till next time, get good.